Well, welcome back to the Spotless Stadium. We have a result here now for Class 518, the Welsh Mayoral Gelding, Section C or D. And a very special thank you to a gentleman we call Fabulous Phil for being on the acoustics right throughout the day and does an amazing job with all the music we asked for as well. So thank you, Phil. Catalogue number 1851 is first. Congratulations to Burrower Bobby Sox with Joanne Maunder from Cawdor, New South Wales. And second place to Catalogue 1751, Kenda Park, Wishful Thinking, Melinda King's nomination from Tallong in New South Wales as well. And we have down here at the present time, in fact, I walked into the show yesterday with Joanne Maunder, and good on you, Joe. Congratulations, well done. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here into the Spotless Stadium for very soon the presentation and the judging of this magnificent class. That the expectation is quite unbelievable of this one. This is the Ken Mackay Memorial, the Mackay Memorial Perpetual Cup, donated by the late Margaret Pennyfather. Margaret was a beautiful lady, just loved everything about the equestrian world. She loved polo, and her father was probably one of the icons of the equestrian world as well. So this will be a great honour to pay tribute to them today, and also in Margaret Pennyfather and the late Jamie Mackay, in memory of the late J.K. Ken and Phil Mackay. J.D. MacLeod Memorial Perpetual Trophy for the prize derived from the interest on the capital sum donated by the RAS of New South Wales and today by the late J.D. MacLeod. And also the RAS New South Wales Award for the Excellence of Medallion. Cash prize of $3,000 and rug supported by Arthur J. Gallagher. Garland supported by RAS from New South Wales. And the reserve champion, White Horse Equestrian. Well, we welcome into the arena a delightful lady, Sally Watkins. Sally herself has her name on many of the trophies here that have been decided at the show this year as well. And had a great career. And to let you know a little bit about that, it's over to Kate Day to let you know about the lovely Sally Watkins.
Thank you very much. Yes, well, she's been judging for 30 years and has judged before at Canberra, Adelaide, Perth, Hobart Royal Shows, Horse of the Year in most states, the New Zealand Horse of the Year and the North Island Showing Championships. So she's shown for 40 years, produced horses to win under saddle at Royal Shows and Horse of the Year in most eastern states, and won at Grand Nationals and National Riding Pony of the Year before. Sally has been heavily involved in the racing industry. She owns and runs a 500-acre thoroughbred agistment property in Benalla in Victoria and breeds and produces yearlings for the racetrack.
And thank you very much. Thanks, Caden. And also, thank you very much to Mr. Bruce Walker. And it's lovely to see the grandson Luke up here today too. And thank you to him for all his support he always gives throughout the year. And also, Sally Watkins, our judge. Sally, she's had some magnificent horses over the years too, with Champion Galloways at Adelaide Royal, with Giroe Zorro. Also, her winner of the Open Pony, 12 to 13 hands at Royal Melbourne, 1999. Langtree Wildflower, runner-up at Hidden Valley, 2000. Finalist in the Barristock Newcomer. The Vaza, first season, and National Newcomer Riding Pony, 2000. She's been also a member of the Victorian Judges panel, shows and royal shows right throughout Australia, as Kate said to you, and been very much involved. Her interests also have included hunting with the token wild club as
particular class. To get here, of course, they've all won their earlier classes throughout the show, which means that our judges have already loved them in the past. So now to split them and find the one that our judge loves the most is going to be a challenge indeed. All of them are graceful, they have lovely movement, perfect conformation, style, presence, ticking all of the boxes there.
So they're all lining up, all those eligible for this championship event here this afternoon, and our first exhibit will be out before our judge, Sally Watkins, very soon.
Meanwhile, here, Angus, we welcome Special Class 403 Champion and Reserve Champion Riding Pony, Stallion or Colt to be judged by Mrs. Kristen Bates-Taunton.
So, ladies and gentlemen, out before our judge, Sally Watkins, over 60. So, ladies and gentlemen, the winner of Class 573, the Open Hack, over 16 two-hands, out there before our judge, Sally Watkins. And it was also second in Class 577, the Colonel A.V. Pope Silver Perpetual Cup as well. Well, just while we're watching this championship event this afternoon, it's indeed a great pleasure to welcome a very special guest, and he is a gentleman by the name of Mr. Bob Drew, Chief Greencoat, retired detective inspector from Tamworth, Greencoat for 26 years, loves horses, camp drafting, radio, and travel. So, Bob, it's welcome to the broadcast box. It's a great honour.
Thank you, Angus. It's a pleasure to be here.
Boy, that's a long time. in 26 years.
Yeah, it is 26 Easters. I've never been home, but I enjoy being here. It's always a pleasure to come down and great to be here.
So does Easter Bunny still come?
He does here,
Right.
yes.
Yes, right.
Yeah, he finds me.
You find you.
He does.
So tell me this, when you go back 26 years, and I'll just watch this and we'll introduce our next competitor very soon, as they just come out before our judge. So next to come out is the winner of Class 571, the open hack of a 15 two-hands not exceeding 16 hands, which also included the Tony Haynes Memorial Perpetual Trophy. So when you first started as a greencoat, take us back. That's back at the old grounds.
Yes, Angus, I started in 1990 as a greencoat at the old showgrounds. I was invited to be a greencoat in 1990. An acquaintance of mine and then an actual work colleague of mine was Wayne Biffin, who was actually the chief greencoat at the time, and I was invited to become a greencoat, and I've been here ever since. Enjoyed it, every bit of it.
So what's one of the greatest highlights?
It's a greencoat.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just being here every year and meeting old friends and faces, and they talk about the show family, and I know what they mean. It is the show family, and you look forward to being back here every year.
So the role of the chief greencoat, and we can see many of them around the arena here at the present time, but just tell the people the importance of the role that you play, and also do you have meetings prior to the show and discuss what you want to achieve?
Yeah, we have a meeting, but prior to every show we have a meeting. I sit down and go through everything and anything that we think that should be tweaked a little bit or changed, or go with what we got. Just go through our different duties we've got to carry out and be changed or amended or leave as, and go through that. We go through our grand parades. We go through all any changes in ring programs, and that's how we're forearmed, forewarned, and that's we do that. We meet. And
the traditional greencoat, was it always greencoat, or was a red coat? I mean, some other shows have red coats. The Brisbane one stage went to a gold coat, and
near Royal Easter Show, and always been grey horses.
Right.
And I'm led to believe that the reason I can't really say why greencoat. There's obviously a reason, but the reason for the grey horses is a high visibility, I believe, in the first place, and that's tradition that's carried through, and I think it looks very nice that we stick with all our grey horses, and one of our chief requirements as a greencoat is to have a grey horse, and yeah.
So I was about to ask you, how does it come about? How do you become a greencoat greencoat steward at Sydney? You're invited?
We're invited, but we're obviously got to be good horsemen and competent horsemen, and I've got an old system. One of the things that I like to keep in mind when looking for a greencoat, and I assist in inviting greencoats and selecting new greencoats, and that is I always like to see that we get someone that could catch a horse at the gallop. That's one of the mediums that I apply, and I think that's a fair one because one of our duties is to catch any runaway horses in the ring. Someone gets a spill, unfortunately gets a spill or something, and the horse gets away. We've got to be able to catch it. If a horse bolts with a rider, we've got to be able to help them. Harness-wise, if a horse bolts in harness, we've got to. And over the years, there's been a few of those, pretty nasty ones, but it could have been nastier. So yeah, that's one of the attributes that I always say. We should be able to catch a horse at the gallop, or certainly near the gallop anyway, and therefore we need a competent horseman.
Well, Bob, we just introduced now the winner of Class 576, the Charles Hack over 15 hands, the child 12 years and under 17 years of age, competing here in this very prestigious award this afternoon. That class you boys looked after yesterday is probably I mean, they're all favourites, but leading rank class, to see the smiles on those little ones is just sensational, isn't it?
Well, it's great, Angus, and one of the things I only commented to my offsider yesterday on the leading rank class, that the little ones, I think they're equally happy getting a soft toy than they as much as they are getting a ribbon. Really, I don't know about the parents, but certainly the children, they all get a soft toy. They love it, and it's great to see them happy getting those little presents.
Well, that all came about through my wife and Councillor David McIntyre, the late David McIntyre, when I saw 7 young people be presented with a ribbon down here, and 20 went out in tears. And so he kindly allowed us to make arrangements to have those toys presented, and it's been wonderful ever since. Well, we just have a very special presentation down here too for the riding ponies. And the riding ponies, just a short fanfare, they explain. So we have Special Class 403 for the champion, reserve champion riding ponies taking a cold. And the champion, congratulations, goes to Catalogue 2207, Tuscany Royal Jubilee. Congratulations to Royalwood Stud, Presswood and the Bents nomination from East Currajong in New South Wales. So being presented with that award now. And then last year, looking back at our champion riding pony Sogan Nicole, was won by Argyle Chorister with Charlotte and Dr. Andrew Hunt from Kangarilla in South Australia. Tuscany Royal Jubilee, the exhibit winning it now, won it in 2000, champion in 2014. So congratulations. This is the second year they've won the award, so give them a nice round of applause. Congratulations, well done. Reserve champion goes to breastplate number 1243. That's Royalwood Rossini. Carlingford Park Riding Ponies, E. Tomlinson, and also Christy Glover from Glendenbrook in New South Wales. And our reserve champion last year was won by Westlake Merryman, E.B. Lodge, and Andrew and Jay Buckley, and Aaron and them Forsdyke from East Maitland. And Manavale Royal Show won it in 2014 with Jodie Allen and Sarah Love. So now you see a different side of the game, see? I
do.
See how it comes together up here.
Mm.
So we are very blessed, like you. We have a great team. Sophie's on the computer. My wife Vicky's behind me that collates all that information for me. And we have records going back to 1994. And of all the champions of every event here at Sydney Royal Show. And the special awards are here in the archives, like those awards for the ones we're seeing now. And then also we have, thanks to Wendy and the team, Josephine, and also we have Cynthia, and we have 1124 out there now before our judge. And 1124 was the winner of Class 577. He was the winner of the Colonel A.V. Pope Silver Perpetual Cup for the best hack over 15 two-hands, showing thoroughbred qualities. Yeah, Bob. So I'm just like you. We're trying to watch everything. So before you, or while you were a green card, you're actually involved in the New South Wales Police Service too, weren't you? In a big way.
I was, Angus. I retired in 2005 as a detective inspector of police, crime manager. I was at New England, which was Armidale, when I retired, but I had a good and enjoyable career with the New South Wales Police. I was 32 years, and I guess 29 of those 32 years I was a detective. And I was also a detective associated with the stock squad for 12 years of those 32 years, and they were probably just as enjoyable as any of my years in the police service.
So I guess from Sydney, when you say about the stock squad, just explain that, please.
Well, yeah, the stock squad investigates the theft of, they're now called the Rural Crime Unit, New South Wales Police, and investigate reports of theft of livestock and associated crimes, thefts of livestock, illegal use of brands and unlawful use of brands, and going along, and particularly with the price of cattle at the moment. Yeah, it's very prevalent. So I was associated with that for 12 of my 32 years.
One of my cousins lived out of Taroom, and on huge properties. This going back in the 60s, I was out there, and in fact, he lost 150 head. They were taken up into the corner, and they were found in the sale yards, actually. So, it's
quite significant.
unbelievable, isn't it?
My word, it's quite significant.
That's a lot of money if you multiply that by the money today.
Especially at today's prices. My
1.5
word,
million.
it's a hell of a lot of money, Angus.
And when you're not working down here, involved as a green coat, and what are your hobbies? We're just seeing there about horses, I know, but
Well, Angus,
what about family for yourselves?
my family, yeah. I had my son-in-law. We have a daughter and a son, and our daughter's married with 2 children. She lives on a big property at Walker called Branga Plains, and with her husband. And he was a green coat here for a few years. And I have a son also who lives in Inverell, and he's a truck driver. And yeah, my wife's at home at Tamworth, and she holds the fort while I'm here.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Well, if you'd just do us the honour as we go around the arena, if you could just introduce us to all the gentlemen down there, very distinguished gentlemen that assist you throughout the day.
Well, firstly, in my view here at the Champion Hack class is Cliff Parker. Cliff's been here 42 years, and I look to Cliff as my sort of right-hand man because of his experience and the time he's been here, and he assists me a lot with things, and he's a very good hand, very good help. And
He's soon to be a granddad.
He's soon to be a granddad, yes. Not far away, I don't think.
You could see him changing nappies, couldn't you?
I don't know about that. We go around, and Steve Myhill's across opposite us here at Ring 1. Steve's from Armidale, and he's only been with us, I think this is his 3rd year, I believe. Steve's with us, and he's a plant operator up at in the Armidale area, and a good horseman, of course. They're all good horsemen. They wouldn't be here if they weren't, as I've said earlier. And then we come around. Tom Steeger's just down there. Tom's on ring 3. He's also a very experienced horseman, like the rest of them. And Tom is a fairly prominent camp draft judge and competitor. Tom lives out Dubbo way at the moment, and he works at Narromine. Jock Adams is back. He's down here on ring 6. Jock's back with us this year to fill in for Clint Parker due to his wife's confinement. Clint couldn't be with us this year, so Jock came back and filled in. It was very good of him to do that. Been a great help.
And we just have breastplate number 1263 to introduce you now to the winner of Class 570, the open hack, over 15 hands, not exceeding 15 two-hands. And then we have the other gentlemen that aren't out here this afternoon too. And,
yes, we've got those that aren't actually in the ring at the moment. I've got to do a bit of a count up. There's the other one is Stephen Wells. He's in the night show at the moment as well, the Snowy River Show, and he judged camp drafting here. He's from Gundawinni. He's a farrier. Steve's been with us. I think this is his. I'm not sure whether he's been here 3 years. I think, yeah. He's a good horseman, of course, naturally. Yeah, he. As I said, he's in the night show as well, and and then Mike Rowland. Mike's the manager of ALEC in Tamworth, amongst other things, and Mike's been with us. This is his 2nd year. He's also very heavily involved in the tent pegging, and so it's great to have him on the board as well. So they're a really good team at the moment. Jock won't be here after this show, I wouldn't think, but Clint Parker will be back, and yeah, we've got a good team. Very happy.
Isn't that great? Well, look, congratulations to you and your team, and just wonderful to have you up here as our guest in the broadcast box today. I really salute you and salute all the green coats. I know how much our ringmaster, Councillor John Bennett, appreciates the tremendous support, and all councillors, Denise Ovens and everyone involved in the ring committee, salute you for what you do.
Thanks, Angus. Great to be here. It was a nice little surprise. I was only going past, but it's good to come in and have a talk, and it's good to see we're appreciated. Anyway, thank you very much, and thank the RRS.
It's our pleasure.
Thank you.
So wonderful to have up here special guest, Mr. Bob Drew, the Chief Greencoat of the Sydney Royal Easter Show. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the fanfare is for our Supreme Champion Riding Pony. And the Supreme Champion Riding Pony for 2016, congratulations. And it goes to Tuscany Royal Jubilee. Congratulations, catalogue number 2207, and Royal Woodstead and Prestwich and Bennett's nomination from East Kurrajong in New South Wales. So congratulations. And looking back, we had, in fact, in 2015 was Argyle 2013 Rawwood Black Swan that had great success today. And it was exhibited by Joe Bailey and Michael Christie and Edwina Cullen. And now champion Galloway of the Sydney Royal Easter Show, Willowcroft, Coco Chanel, Mark Kensing and the Fraser family was the winners in 2012. So some wonderful names there. Whitmore Stud, Whitmore Secret Agent, and Whitmere Prince of Pop. And Carlingford Park had great success as well. So some beautiful exhibits here, and congratulations to them all. And also Kate Day has another result too.
Thank you very much, Angus. We have the results for Class 795, Open Girl Rider, 9 years and under 12 years. And congratulations go to Samantha Rutledge from Weethally in New South Wales with Polygamy Wishful Thinking, catalogue number 2671. In second place, Gracie Goodyear from Wagga Wagga with Marinda Monet, catalogue 2544. In third place, it's Becky Robertson via Mangapla with Yatala Park Showpiece, catalogue 2664. In fourth place, Elizabeth Taylor from Fitzroy Falls with Marinda Matinee Magician, catalogue 2705. In fifth place, Annalise Hughes from Pitttown with Langtree Fair Play, catalogue number 2566. In sixth place, it is catalogue number 2639, Ivy Parsons from Tenterden in Western Australia with Cimarron Prince Charming. And in seventh place, catalogue number 2570, Charlotte Jacobson from Forbes with Samson, Fine and Dandy. So well done to all of our girl riders between 9 and 12 years of age. Class 795, taken out by Samantha Rutledge. Well done.
So we have just, before I judge now for our very prestigious, the champion hack of the Sydney Royal Easter Show, breastplate number 1535. The winner of the gentleman's hack over 15 hands, 17 years and over, class 575. Also, a very special thank you to our judge too. Thanks to Kristen Bates-Torton for the wonderful job she's done down here today, and all the stewards assisting her as well. So it's been lovely to have her down here judging at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. A great honour for them all. Penny Tops had a huge day over there, and Penny's judging a champion over here this afternoon at the present time for our Welsh ponies.
So momentarily we will be inviting back our junior champion and reserve junior champion girl rider for the judging of their special class 798. Of course, we have the big one here, the Australian national champion and reserve champion hack. It is about the biggest title that you can get in the show ring, and we're going to see it judged here in the next 15 minutes or so.
Well, Kate, we just have going out now before our judge, Sally Watkins, the winner of Class 578, which includes the FL Crane Perpetual Trophy for the best mare or filly, over 15 hands, not exceeding 16 hands, showing thoroughbred qualities. So breastplate number 1627, the winner of Class 578. Well, Judge Sally Watkins, assisted by Mr. Ken Cameron down there too, as the steward this afternoon. And he's one of the gentlemen this year that we do pay tribute to. We pay tribute to all of them, but he's one who's given 58 years of service to this magnificent organisation, the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales. That's a long time for Mr. Ken Cameron, and assisted by Councillor Charlie Hook.
Speaking of long time, Angus, here in our champion class for our Welsh ridden pony, it's just wonderful looking at these big cobs because they have existed even longer than Mr. Ken Cameron, and in fact back to the Middle Ages. And you can just imagine medieval knights charging around on a big, strong horse like this. But as we go for champion with our Welsh classes, it does also show the breadth that you can have within that Welsh category, from the tiniest little pony up until quite a big, strong horse.
Thanks, Kate. Well, we just have working out now is catalogue number 1866, the winner of class 574, the ladies' hack over 15 hands, ridden by a lady 17 years and over. And it was also second in class 571, the open hack over 15 two hands, not exceeding 16 hands. So some nights after Ken Cameron's been down here with the boys, I tell you what, it probably looks like he's been in the dark ages, like you said. No, idea. That'll make him smile. He's a lovely bloke, Ken, and Ken I had the pleasure of working with many years ago when he was the ringmaster at Roma Show. And he showed the people at Roma so much in regards to timing of events and the staging of events, and he gained all that experience from being down here at the Sydney Royal Easter Show. So he's had the great honour of stewarding with many, many wonderful judges like Sally Watkins over the years too.
And we now have our three young girls in front of the Martin and Angus stand in Ring 1, competing for the champion, the junior champion and reserve junior champion girl rider. So this is another big event to get through here. So our three best girls for the entire Sydney Royal Easter Show are out there at the moment, and one will be named champion. So that's a very exciting time for them, and also for any parents or supporters out there in the crowd. That would be almost too hard to watch, I think, Angus, if that was one of my children.
Yeah, lovely class, eh?
Yes, and they're cantering now in front of Miss Joanne Gulda Sabadusi.
Well, for all those watching, our hacks being judged up here. So if you just join us and you're from the beautiful Sydney, this magnificent city of Sydney, what our judge is looking for, and this is just a rounded type information, she's looking for good conformation, the way the horse is put together. She's looking at good movement, the 3 true regular even paces, the walk, the trot and the canter. The level of education, obedience, transition from one pace to another should be smooth, unhurried, and appear to happen without the rider doing anything, that is, aid should be almost invisible. And also confidence and presence, the horse should be confident in the rider, and vice versa. The best horses have that indefinable something that makes them stand out from the other horses, and we call that presence. Presentation of horse and rider should be immaculately turned out at all times. So with the open classes that we see that are vying for this magnificent title, they may be asked for naturally a lot more difficult workout than the novice horses. And even though a horse may make a mistake in an individual workout, the judge may still choose to place him above other horses based on other factors such as conformation or quality of paces, and different judges will put different emphasis on these various factors. So that just gives you a little breakdown of, in fact, above all, as Kate said earlier, they must have that stand up and look at me, I'm the greatest, I'm the best. And it really is, workouts can be short and simple or much more for the type of class. So very soon, just talking about Mr. Ken Cameron before too, we look back at this magnificent award, the Mackay Memorial Perpetual Cup, donated by the late Margaret Pennyfather and the late Jamie Mackay, and the memory of the late Mr. Ken Mackay and Phil Mackay as well. And also Ken Cameron would have known all these lovely people and worked alongside them for many years, as have many of our other stewards here today as well. Also the J.D. MacLeod Memorial Perpetual Prize, and this prize is derived from Excellence Medallion as well. So when we look at this very prestigious award, it really is. It's one of the most prestigious awards to win in our nation. Just not here at Sydney, but our nation. It really is that's what they all vie for. That's what they look for. Big prize money. And so we look back, and as I said, this beautiful sterling silver cup, Twin Hell Deputy Ringmaster 51 to 59, Ringmaster from 1960 to 84, Vice President 62 to 93, and RAS Honorary Vice President from 1993 to 1995. Congratulations goes to Mickey Moto, Joe Bailey, and Mrs. Sandra McCann from the Oaks, New South Wales, the third year in a row. So come on, 3 years in a row. That's a hat trick. What a great result. Congratulations. Catalogue number 1110, class 571, the open hack over 15 two hands, not exceeding 16 hands. Also won the Tony Haynes Memorial Perpetual Trophy. And congratulations to them. Well, and the late Jamie Mackay, in memory of the late J.K. Ken Mackay and Phil Mackay for the Australian National Champion Hack.
There is the RAS of New South Wales Award of Excellence Medallion for the Australian National Champion Hack Mikimoto. There is also a beautiful rug for the Australian National Champion Hack supported by Arthur J. Gallagher. And the presenter for that particular rug is Ms. Kavita Singh. We welcome her. The prize for the Australian National Champion Hack is also supported by the Royal Agricultural Society of New South Wales.
Well, thanks, Kate. And we have the photographs being taken down there too, and it's a great pleasure to have down there for the presentation. As Kate said, we have Councillor Charlie Hook down there too, with our Judge Sally Watkins for the presentation, assisted by Chris Eggleton, who's flown back from Canada to be part of the show this years in a row. That's amazing when you look back. And in fact, I'll just get Kate to check for me. I'm not sure who's
yes,
one.
It doesn't look like it's ever been done 3 times in a row. We had S.L. Penny had 2 consecutive years in 1998 and 99, but with different horses. And to actually have a consecutive winner, we've also Willowcroft Regal Winter was also able to do it in 2006 and 2007. But as far as we can tell, unofficially now, we can say that this is the first time we've had 3 consecutive years with this Jeff Wood Memorial Perpetual Trophy.
Yeah, so we look at this one here, and we had the Katie Madigan, and even back, we look back further, Kate, for this award, 1996, and that was my fault there because I had the wrong page there too. So, so Kate, we have the Durante family, won it for, in fact, 4 years with Regal Regina, and then with the Evans family, Katie Madigan, and then 2 years, and then Tate. Well, we have the announcement of the reserve champion too. So, ladies and gentlemen, the reserve champion for 2016. Congratulations! It goes to Entourage, exhibited by BC Equine and Warren Coyle and H. Morris from Broadford in Victoria, and ridden by Bryony Payne. So, congratulations, well done. So, put your hands together for them. They've had a wonderful 12 months or more. So congratulations, Warren, and congratulations, Bryony, and also congratulations to, as I said, BC Equine H. Morris from Broadford in Victoria, signed by St. Averill, imported from the USA out of the dam Paradise Lost, Australian mare. Sabea was the dam for our champion, and then Costa de Lego was the sire. So congratulations, Jay Barley and Mrs. Sandra McCann from the Oaks, New South Wales, 3 years in a row. An absolute superb result. Well, folks, they really are a champion. We dedicate this 3 years in a row. Isn't that great? Well, that played out very soon. High Fashion won the reserve last year. Kakadu the year before with Joanne Moore to accelerate. Alex Berwick and Sarah McMaster 2013. So we'll bring up the music so you can put your hands together for them. Stand up for the champions. Mickey Moto and Entourage, the reserve champion. Well, come on, Australia. Put your hands together for them as they come by. 3 years in a row. What an amazing result. So you keep that applause going. They're all champions. Beautiful exhibits.